Hi guys, I actually regret not doing this a year ago, but here goes. So this is an update on my Ficus Elastica Ruby Pink. Unfortunately, I didn't really vlog her right away. Like I said, it's been a year. If you want to see what she looked like, there is an unboxing video. I'll try to link it up above. I'll also try to put it in the description section, but it should be above. If you want to check out how she looked like when I first got her. Now I'm going to do top to bottom, and I'm going to slowly do it so you guys can see. I hope you enjoy my vlog, that you're going to hit the like, subscribe, and of course the bell so you're notified every single time I do upload a new video. All of my social media accounts are in the description section, so do check that out. I hope you want to connect with me. So this is what she looks like, and from what I've noticed, I don't really know how true of a ruby pink this is, because as you can see, the leaves look more like a taniki. However, the good thing about it is that she sits on my west facing window. Supposedly a taniki cannot handle a west facing window. So, I mean, she could be a pink variegata, but I'm unsure of the exact kind. And these are new leaves right here. So here's what has happened in the past year. She has been sitting in the same pot the whole time. So what I've noticed with ficus is that they don't really need to be transplanted very often. And I believe she has probably grown at least probably like a foot or more, or probably two. I'm not really sure. All of the bamboos are here. The only difference is I've had to reposition them and tied this so it won't really expand very much. That's why she looks more tight. I do like that better, and also doing that ensures that I can actually provide more lighting for my other plants around her. I love the fact that this is like super, super red and super duper pink. Like it's even more red in the back versus the front. The front looks more of like a slight, what is that, peachy pink. This is supposed to be a little bit older, but just look at her variegation. Isn't that beautiful? She has like a splash of green here. And if you are new to variegated plants, just so you know, variegated plants are actually technically mutated plants, so they are unpredictable. And that is why, if you are new to the plant world and being a plant parent, a lot of people love variegated plants because their leaves are very unpredictable. So this is definitely one of those leaves that when she came to me, this is what it looked like, and the variegation was not very pronounced. This is definitely with me because she has more variegation on the side. So I can definitely see the difference. She sits at a west facing window, like I said. It is cathedral ceilings in this particular room. So she gets she gets indirect bright light all year round in the morning and kind of midday. West light is the second strongest. First is south. After west is east, which is the morning light before the midday sun. And the darkest would be north, which would be after west. That would be right around sunset. So, like I said, this right here, that's with me. I can really tell because the color, the variegation is much more pronounced. However, she definitely has lost the pink variegation. It's more white or cream now, like a taniki. But she does pop out pink, though. I do have a few tanikis, and they can pop out pink, but not this deep. So, I don't know. I mean, if you guys can share if you've ever had a ruby pink turn into a taniki, let me know down below. It's just, I'm not saying I don't really like, I mean, I'm not saying I hate it. I'm just a little confused because this was I got this as a ruby pink. And for whatever reason, though, it's strange because my Tinikis actually grow a little bit faster than my pink variegatas, like the ruby pink, the Belize, and the Decora, which is strange. But here it is. So this is what it's called, a sheath. So what it does is it protects this new leaf. And when it's ready and it thinks this new leaf can handle without it, it will just fall off. It's a little bit annoying, but I think in the wild, this helps the plant grow up more because these kind of things that drop off plants is actually really good for them in regards to nutrients. I think it's high in nitrogen. And if it's high in nitrogen, nitrogen really promotes growth. So here's another one. And, you know, I really, really love how glossy these are. They're just super glossy. And this one is completely closed up. She is not ready to pop up. There's another one that's also glossy, and she is smaller than the second one that I showed. But this one is ready to pop. I would say in about a week or less. This would be laying low right here. And once it like falls and it starts to open, sometimes I do take these off. Gently, of course. And sometimes because I have a ton of plants, sometimes I just let them fall and then pick those up. My son actually enjoys picking those up. So a lot of times I don't even do it anymore. I let him do it because he loves picking the sheaths off like the pot or another plant or actually the floor, and I'll just let him know where it was. If we both notice, sometimes he will notice himself. Again, this sits in a west-facing window. I've actually moved her about a foot away from the west-facing window, just spacing. Has nothing to do with the health of the plant. She can definitely withstand a west-facing window with no burning. I water her when, let's see, the top part, see that? When I do that, and this top part right here, this is still a little damp. When it is like dry like sand, like it feels like sand, that kind of dryness, then I water. And I believe I water her, I would say like 4 cups. That's a 12-inch pot. It's an all-purpose potting soil with good drainage. Let's see. I do not add extra humidity. I do have centralized heat and air, so it can get kind of dry. However, if it is running, we do have a built-in humidifier. The thing with that, though, if there is no air getting pushed out, there is no humidity getting pushed out as well. I think our humidifier is like 45 minimum. I think in the winter, we've moved it 50, maybe more, but I know it's 45 minimum. So yeah. In regards to fertilizing and supplementing, all of that is in the description section, and I do provide that every single time I do water. I get asked that all the time. Some people always say, you know, only fertilize in like spring and summer. To me, they lack like the sunlight and the warmth in the like colder months. So I don't really see why you would stop. So I don't really stop. And another thing is what I've noticed, if you do stop, like let's just say you'll fertilize now and then you'll skip the next 2 or the next whatever, you'll see that your plant will kind of lose some leaves. And the reason for that is that they're going to expect the nutrients to come in. However, if you have done this way, you will alternate it, and you have been alternating it every single time. They will be used to that. So if you just have a good pattern, like week 1 you fertilize, week 2 and 3 you don't, and then week 4 you do again. Like if you're gonna have a system on how to do it and not sporadically, it should be okay. However, people always like freak out when they lose leaves, and they'll water and they'll fertilize maybe once a month, or they'll fertilize when they remember, so it'll be one every 2 months, and then the next time it'll be like every time they water, and then they forget, and so they'll lose leaves. You know what I mean? From what I've noticed, because I fertilize and supplement, and what I've noticed is that if I do skip, or I just don't and try to see what happened, this was like a long time ago, what will happen is that they will drop leaves because they're not getting the exact nutrients that they're expecting, and they can't really support that growth. They can't really support all of the plant, foliage that they have. So if you are getting that kind of issue, that's probably why. If you don't want to spend money or invest in fertilizers and supplements, they can be costly. If you pick the more expensive ones, if you don't want to do that, I would say just skip it and just be fine with just dealing with what you're doing. Because if a plant gets used to that, just imagine that, like, their system is getting used to that, and then you just get them cold turkey. Like, that will really hurt them. So I don't really advise that. I would advise, if you do fertilize and supplement, to keep it up, and always keep it up, because it's really not good. It's really not fair for the plant. So anyway, here she is. I do not mist or provide anything else in regards to that. And here she is. And again, I haven't transplanted her. I think she's fine. I think like ficus they can stay in their pots for years. The only thing, if you really want to do it, especially if you don't fertilize, you should probably like transplant it with fresh soil. I always have like a hard time saying fresh soil, because soil isn't really fresh. But the term of saying fresh soil is as unused soil, so that it can still suck up some nutrients from that fresh, newly mixed, decomposed other organic matter that became soil. I hope that made sense. I hope you guys enjoyed my vlog, that you're gonna hit the like, subscribe, and of course the bell so you're notified every single time I do upload a new video. So here she is. Oh gosh, it's so beautiful. Thank you guys for all the wonderful words and the support. I will see you guys again next time. Bye.